Good afternoon, everyone. What a great and beautiful day it is to be in the capital city of the Commonwealth of Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. Everyone, my name is Leonard Sledge, and it is my privilege to serve as the Director of the Department of Economic Development for the city of Richmond, the best city ever. It's always exciting to formally share the good news of companies that are growing in Richmond. The reason why is because we are also sharing about life-changing opportunities for people. Here today we have a representative from Congressman McEachin's office, Charity Howell. Charity, are you here? Thank you so very much for being here today, and please send our best regards to Congressman McEachin. Also, we have with us today, representing the 2nd City Council District and the City of Richmond, Councilmember Catherine Jordan. Thank you again so very much for being here with us today. We have been hard at work to grow Richmond's economy. This fiscal year alone, the City of Richmond has announced well over $365 million of new capital investment in the city and over 220 new jobs, and we're still growing. In addition, there is growth in every pocket of our city, evidence of a very vibrant Richmond economy. We're thriving and working to help create opportunities to address our priorities as a city. Priorities such as more affordable housing, equitable economic development, jobs, poverty reduction, school funding, world-class services for our citizens, and ultimately building a stronger economic base. And we are fortunate to have partners like Brian Ball to help us in these endeavors, to help us achieve the aforementioned goals. Brian Ball was appointed Secretary of Commerce and Trade in 2018 by Governor Ralph Northam. Prior to joining Governor Northam's administration, Secretary Ball was an attorney at Williams Mullen, where he concentrated his practice in the areas of mergers and acquisitions, securities laws, and corporate governance matters. Secretary Ball, he's a pretty smart guy, everybody. He graduated from the University of Virginia, a member of Phi Beta Kappa, and he's also received his Juris Doctor from UVA. Secretary Ball and his wife Jennifer have 2 children. Oh, I thought I might have messed something up. Everyone, please join me in giving a warm Richmond welcome to Secretary Brian Ball.
Thank you, Leonard. And the part about my wife and children, we all live right here in the city of Richmond. And in fact, my daughter's probably a half a mile, just very close to this site. But thank you all for coming out today. Thank you for having us. This is a great day for Scott's Addition. It's a great day for the city of Richmond, and it's a great day for the Commonwealth of Virginia. And here we are in person. And so we haven't done many of these in person, but we've been doing a lot of announcements throughout this pandemic, and it's so nice to be able to be out here with you all today. And as Leonard mentioned, we've been involved in economic development, and I want to say from day one, our governor has been laser focused on economic development, job creation, capital investment at every corner of the Commonwealth of Virginia. And we're right here in Richmond today, and thanks to our friends, we're going to have a wonderful announcement here today, and so this is a great day for us all to come out and celebrate. And so with that, I'm introducing to you, it's an honor for me and for all of us in economic development at VEDP, Commerce and Trade, to introduce to you our 73rd Governor, Ralph S. Northam. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, and Secretary Ball, thank you for the introduction, and also thank you for your leadership. And I will reiterate that this is an exciting day for Scott's Addition, the city of Richmond, and also the Commonwealth of Virginia. Anytime that we can gather and make business and jobs announcements such as this one today with Grenova and Ali Safavi. Ali, thank you so much for your leadership and bringing us all together today. Before I get started with some of my comments, I did want to thank a few people. First of all, our Secretary of Commerce, who you just heard from, Brian Ball, who has been focused on job creation in the Commonwealth of Virginia, close to 100,000 new jobs since he took over as our secretary, a record-setting over $40 billion of capital investment have come into the Commonwealth of Virginia over the last 3 years, and that's during this last year of COVID-19, which has been so difficult and challenging for all of our businesses. So Brian, I thank you and your staff for your leadership. I also want to commend our mayor of Richmond, LeVar Stoney, who has just done an amazing job for this wonderful city, the capital city of Virginia, a city that has become so much more progressive, innovative, and inclusive under his leadership. So LeVar, thank you so much for all that you've done for this city. And as Brian said, our local economic developers, Leonard, thank you so much for all of your work. Our city council, and also the VEDP. This has truly been a team effort to make projects like this happen. What a success story this is, and I know Allie will want to talk a little bit about how this came to be, but a company that through his vision was started to deal with pipettes and the plastics that are used in these pipettes. And to put things in perspective, during this last year of COVID-19, we have done so many COVID tests, and each one of those tests uses about 10 pipettes. So if you do the math, that's a lot of pipettes. And these were said to be recycled, but I think that term could be used loosely. But what he was able to do is to wash and actually reuse these pipettes. And it's a company that he started, and it has in 2014, and it's just expanded to where he is now. I don't know if this is totally accurate, but you've grown by 828% in 1 year. I think any business would like to have those kind of statistics. But at a time when we're really trying to recycle and reuse plastics, this is just commendable for him, and we are so proud. You're going to hear some of his story, but he was trained down in North Carolina, and we're so glad that he has chosen to come to the Commonwealth of Virginia. Allie, I was saying a little bit earlier, we are also committed at the state level. We signed an executive order not too long ago for single-use plastics to eliminate those in our state agencies. So we are on board with eliminating the use of plastics as well. Even April the 22nd, as some of you all may know, is Earth Day, and your core values are spelled out in Earth. So hopefully you can share that with us as well. So this is an announcement today, an investment of $10.6 million. Let me repeat that, $10.6 million, and adding 250 well-paid jobs right here in the city of Richmond. So, Allie, we are so proud of that, and thank you. And I would finally say that, we are proud in Virginia, as you all know, to be the #1 state in this great country of ours in which to do business. And that has not happened in a vacuum. And I think Allie can reiterate this, but one of the things that businesses appreciate about the Commonwealth of Virginia is that we have the most talented workforce, and we are all committed to investing in education. We just passed, thanks to Delegate Jeff Bourne and his colleagues, the G3 program in Virginia, which will allow students, scholars to go to our community colleges, 23 of them across Virginia, not incur any new expenses, and also will help with their wraparound cost as well. So we are committed to our workforce. We want to make sure we continue to have the most talented workforce in Virginia, and that's the way we'll continue to attract and grow businesses in the Commonwealth and stay the #1 state in which to do business. So, Allie, I thank you for your leadership and your vision, and on behalf of Virginia, thank you so much. This is a Virginia flag that we have proudly flown over our Capitol, and we hope that you'll find a place to fly that as well. And I just, on behalf of our team, we will do everything that we can to make your business successful and continue to grow in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And we're just so pleased that you have chosen to make Richmond, Virginia your home. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
New, old, reuse, recycle. New, old, reuse, recycle. It's the most sustainable and best practice that the mankind can live by and continue living on this planet. The building behind me is an example of it. This building used to be a paint factory. There were many success stories, achievements was done, and at some point it was abandoned. Now we are reusing and recycling it. We're renovating it to make it our new home for Grenova. New achievements, new celebrations, new milestones. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ali Safavi. I'm the founder and CEO of Grenova. And I'm proud to say that Grenova was founded in the beautiful city of Richmond, Virginia. First, I would like to acknowledge and thank the Honorable Governor Northam, Secretary Ball, Delegate Byrne, and Mayor Stoney. I would like to thank Director Leonard Sledge with the City of Richmond and the passionate and dedicated team at the Virginia Economic Development Partnership. We are here today because of them, because they supported us, they believed in us, and we are here because of them. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. Also, I would like to extend my gratitude and thanks to my family and the Spyrock team, my Grenova team, who's been believing in me and supporting me throughout the whole process, the architect AF, and the RGI team, who's been working nonstop to get this building ready for us. They are a dedicated team to support Grenova and continue our growth. Please give them a round of applause. As the governor mentioned, it is fitting that we are gathered here today, just a few days before the World Celebration Earth Day on April 22nd. If you do ask the Grenova employees within the crowd, it is an Earth Day every day at Grenova because we care. We care about our planet, we care about our environment, and we don't like plastic. We wash and reuse any plastic as much as possible. But most of us are not aware, or maybe we are aware, that we are in a global plastic crisis, pollution. But majority don't know that the life science and healthcare industry, who help us to increase the longevity of life and improve our health, they are actually a big contributor to this plastic pollution. What I'm holding in my hand is a pipette tip. This is a tool that every lab uses thousands and thousands on a daily basis to transfer samples, valuable samples, from point to point, to run studies, diagnostic testings, research, drug discovery, COVID, anything you name it. And it's labeled as disposable. It gets discarded after one-time use into the biohazard bin. You'd be surprised that there's enough of this tiny pipette tips has been discarded every year that if you place it next to each other, it will circle the earth more than 10 times. And that's just a small portion of all the plastic consumables that the life science and healthcare industry is using and discarding on a daily basis. It's been reported that over 12 billion pounds of biohazard plastic waste, yes, biohazard plastic waste means it has come in contact with some sort of infectious disease or body fluid, discarded in the landfill annually. 12 billion pounds. To give you a perspective, what does that look like or what it feel like? You can fill up the Manhattan Island up to your knee every year. All biohazard plastic waste. Are we talking about the next pandemic and we're ignoring it? Not doing anything about it? Well, that's what Grenova was founded. Grenova stands for Green Innovation. And we founded based on the mission and a vision to enable the lab and life science industry to safely wash and reuse plastic consumables. And we started with the pipette tips, the most common consumable used across the industry. It hasn't been easy, but I'm proud to say that as of today, we have over 700 million pipette tips has been washed and reused safely in a clinical and life science diagnostic labs. And we have reduced or prevent over 2 million pounds of plastic not ending up in a landfill. In addition, save the industry over $58 million on spending on these plastic consumables, which bottom line, it does impact the cost of healthcare gets passed around to us as consumers. So this discarding of plastic consumables after one-time use, it's an unnecessary practice and something that needs to be changed. And that's what we do. We starting the manufacturing facility, scaling in a way that be able to implement our systems globally across the labs, both in domestic and international, and enable the industry to become more sustainable and green. It's important to pause here for a moment to emphasize this point, that changing an entire industry and a culture to not discard a plastic does not happen overnight. And it's important to point out that it doesn't happen without the collaboration and supportive infrastructure to innovate. And what I'm pleased to say that RBA has been supporting us. It's been our home since we founded the company and supporting us throughout the journey. It hasn't been easy, but we've done it. We've all done it together, and I'm proud to say that RBA was our home. We will be tripling our manufacturing space at the building behind me, and we will be adding over 250 employees over the next 3 years. In addition, as a result of this expansion, we will expand and grow the biotech and green technology in our hometown in the Commonwealth of Virginia. I would like to invite all you guys to join this movement, join us throughout this mission. It doesn't have to end at the biotech or life science industry with the plastic consumables. It could start with your everyday life and not treat the plastic as trash. It was designed, it was made to replace glass and Teflon. You don't throw those away. Why would you throw away the plastic? If you can reuse it multiple times, do it. You make a difference. Thank you for joining me today, and here's to the smarter, cleaner, and greener future. Now, I would like to welcome the Honorable Mayor Stoney to say a few words about the important day for the city of Richmond. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. And I want to obviously welcome you to the great city of Richmond, and also want to welcome you to one of the finest neighborhoods in the city of Richmond, Scott's Addition. Before I begin, I want to say first, Governor, thank you for being here today for this celebration and for all the help you have provided us with the Virginia Economic Development Partnership, and their help as well, and also your continual contributions to the great city of Richmond and to the Commonwealth at large. I cannot believe this is your final year of your governorship. We've been doing this a lot over the course of the last 4 years, and obviously there's still a lot more days left in the year, but let's continue the work and through the end of December. I want to thank my friend Ali. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here today, and thank you for trusting Richmond as your home, and we're looking forward to your expansion. Obviously, I want to thank Councilwoman Catherine Jordan for being with us today, Delegate Jeff Bourne, and last but not least, the team, economic development team at the city of Richmond for the hard work to ensure that we are continuing to grow our economy right here in the great city of Richmond. This $10.6 million investment and 250 new jobs created are greatly appreciated, and it will make a difference. Richmond has long positioned itself to have life science and healthcare as a strong pillar of our economy, from the Biotech Park to VCU Health Systems and numerous other companies, organizations, both large and small. Richmond is making its mark globally in this critical local, state, national, and global economic sector. We don't take these assets, institutions, and anchors for granted. In fact, we are aggressively pushing for more growth in life sciences and health care, as evidenced by the recently approved $325 million mixed-use redevelopment of the city's old public safety building site that will be anchored by healthcare-focused institutions and provide new office space for companies to grow right here in the city of Richmond. Downtown Richmond is not our only redevelopment focus area. Literally across the street, On the other side of Arthur Ashe Boulevard, the city will be issuing a request for a proposal before the end of the year to cause the redevelopment of 60 acres of prime real estate in the city of Richmond into a premier mixed-use development. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 years ago, Ali Safavi started out in the city of Richmond with an idea, a dream to revolutionize the healthcare and laboratory testing industries. Well, his dream was to reduce biohazard waste while at the same time creating an environmentally friendly solution to clean, sterilize, and reuse lab testing consumable products. What he might not have known 7 years ago is how the realization of his dream would help to combat the spread of COVID-19, the COVID-19 virus we've been dealing with over the last year. So I want to thank you, Ali, for dreaming big and pursuing your big dreams right here in the great city of Richmond. And speaking of big, $1 billion in counting is a pretty big and impressive number of pipette tips that have been cleaned, sterilized, and reused thanks to Grenova. Equally impressive is the list of organizations that use the company's technology, including the National Institute of Health, the National Cancer Institute, and the Centers for Disease Control. These are major institutions that have a footprint right here in the great city of Richmond. Grenova is a prime example of the thriving entrepreneurial spirit we have in this great city. So Ali, on behalf of the city of Richmond, I congratulate you, Grenova, and every Grenovian on the company's expansion and investment in the city of Richmond and its talented workforce. We look forward to continuing our work together into the future growth and success of both your company and of the city of Richmond. Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to bring up my friend and the delegate that represents this area, my friend Delegate Jeff Bourne.
Thank you, Mayor Stoney. Thank you, Governor Northam, Secretary Ball, Mr. Sledge, Mr. Jordan. But most of all, thank you, Ali. It's good to get to some of these events early because you get to talk to the principals. And so the governor and I were talking to Ali, and he was telling us all about Grenova and all the wonderful things which you've heard each of the speakers before me talk about. But this one story really struck me. And I think it's a testament to our city and to our region. Ali had this idea, and he proposed it to the company he was working with, and took the idea to 47 investors in North Carolina. All of them said, no thanks, we'll take a pass. It's too much of a risk to take. He brought it to one person in the city of Richmond, and they immediately said yes on one condition: that you bring your business to the city. And we are so thankful for that cheerleader that we need and have all across the city, but we are eternally grateful for Ali bringing Grenova to the city of Richmond. Because in the city of Richmond, as we know with many, many other things, we can have a tremendous impact not only on our community, but our Commonwealth and our country. And now, as we've seen over the last year, the things that Grenova is doing are helping a global pandemic be on its way. And so, on behalf of the 71st District, on behalf of the House of Delegates, I just want to say thank you, Ali. Your commitment to the city, your commitment to being green, being responsible, is truly something to behold. And for all the naysayers who said you cannot be pro-environment and pro-economic development, I will just point you to Grenova here and their expansion and the increase in up to 250 employees. So thank you all, and thank you, Ali.
Well, everyone, you've heard it for yourselves. The city of Richmond, our future is bigger, better, and brighter. Ali, again, as expressed by everyone else, we're so thankful for all that you have done in your commitment to the city of Richmond. An extra special thanks to the Department of Economic Development team, our state team with the Virginia Economic Development Partnership, and for all of you who have come out today to share in this excitement, in this good time. At this time, we'd like to present a small gift on behalf of the city of Richmond to Ali and to the Grenova team. It was during a business visit that we had the opportunity to first meet and interact with Ali and Grenova. And business visits are so important and so critical for economic development. They're an opportunity for us to knock on the doors of businesses, to simply say, hello, my name is Leonard Sledge. I'm with the City of Richmond's Department of Economic Development. I want to understand who you are, what your business is about, and more importantly, how we can support you as a city. It was during that business visit that we saw a line of plants, and Ali talked with us about the significance of those plants in the building. And what we shared with them was, we want the city of Richmond to have a plant there alongside your teams, because we want to be a member of your team. We want to be a part of your growth and development. And so, Mayor Stoney, if you will, we have a bamboo plant that we are presenting to Ali, Grenova, and every Grenovian. Bamboo signifying good luck, as we are wishing you absolutely all the best in your growth here in your new facility and across the globe where there is a Grenova footprint. Thank you so very much.